Alrighty, welcome to Chemistry at Saragossa. I'm Alex Galuski, or Professor G as some people call me, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. We're going to just have a quick kind of intro to the course, a little video here, where we're going to go over the syllabus, just so we have all of our course policies laid out here. So you should be enrolled in one of these two sections if you are indeed enrolled in Chem C101. Here's my email right there if you want to email me. This course is Introductory Chemistry. So it's designed for people who have never taken chemistry before, or it's been a while, or maybe you did in high school, didn't do so well, or you've just forgotten everything, but you don't want to take Chem 101 or C111 rather right away. So this is the course for you if you're going for that. You can see the list of kind of topics we're going to cover in the course here, and you also want to make sure that you have some proficiency with algebra, including polynomials, exponentials, and logarithms. By and large, most of the math we're going to be doing is simple multiplication and division, but it's a good idea to be familiar with all of these things. We kind of have three things we're going to be using mostly this semester. First, which is Canvas. Hopefully you're familiar with that. That's going to be our platform that's going to have all of our sort of files and grades and assignments and quizzes and that sort of thing. And so you can go here to access our Canvas site. So that's where you're going to have, again, all your assignments. You're going to do all your file uploads for your homeworks there and that sort of thing. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. We're also going to use Twitch. That's what I'm going to be kind of doing my lectures on, even though this is an online course, so there is no attendance requirement at a particular time. I still will be streaming live for you, even though I have all the videos up there. If you want, you can go right ahead, go to my YouTube channel or Twitch channel. You can see all the videos from last semester. The content is the same. But I'll be still streaming live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for you guys, which I'll talk about in a little bit, on Twitch. So you just have to log in on that. You make a free account pretty quickly, and you can go ahead and watch. What's advantageous about this is that it will you can chat to me in real time, and your things will come up. I'll be able to answer your questions directly, and all that chat will be saved in time so that anyone watching the videos later can see exactly what's being asked at what time to see what question I'm answering. Finally, we'll also be using Discord. That's going to be our main area or place of communication this semester. So whenever you have questions outside of class time, or if you just want to chat with people, or if you have to do your weekly participation, which is a requirement for online courses, that's where you're going to do that. And I'll also be posting your lecture notes onto Discord. That's just the easiest place for me to do it. So with that one, you're going to have to make an account again. It should be pretty quick. You'll put your name and email and I think birth date just to prove you're over 13 or whatever. And then you'll be able to go to that. There's going to be another video on how to navigate Discord, so you can find that as well on our Canvas page. So with that, let's go to the next little paragraph here. So for our class, I'm going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10. So for that, if you want to show up, you are welcome to. Generally, that's going to be your, our office hour time, as it were, where you can ask me questions in real time, where I'll be going over the material of the course. Everything is going to be completely recorded. It will be put on Twitch and on YouTube, so whichever one you want to watch, the videos will be the same there. You can watch them whenever you like, and you can learn that way. So, of course, I encourage you to participate and ask questions in class. That's definitely a good thing to do. Sometimes we're going to have class on Thursdays. That could either be because we're falling behind or something, or if we want to do a review before an exam or a review after an exam. That's what Thursdays will be kind of there for. Participation is a good thing. Blah, blah, blah. Alrighty. So, anything that's going to be assigned to you is going to be assigned on Canvas. Those are going to be your worksheets or just homework questions in general. That's going to be through Canvas. and those are generally going to be due Sundays at 11:59. You're generally going to have at least 4 or 5 days to work on these. I try to give you as much time as possible, but you're going to see that you'll have plenty of time to complete these assignments, and you'll want to complete them by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Our textbook is called Simplifying Chemistry. It is an e-text, meaning it's completely online, so it's designed, you can use your computer or your phone or your tablet or whatever. You can access it whenever you want, so if you're taking the bus or something, there you go, plenty of time to do some chemistry studying. It's $110, which is pretty cheap compared to other chemistry textbooks, which are double or triple that. However, if that's a problem, there are access cards in the bookstore, I hope, that you can use vouchers for, or you can share the textbook with a friend, but you'll have to figure out how to do that on your own. If you really, really want a paper textbook, there are a few I can recommend to you. One is going to be Introductory Chemistry Essentials by Nivaldo Tro. That would have the same material. It's going to have different chapters and maybe a little bit kind of different, level of difficulty maybe. Not significantly different, but things may or may not be focused in a way that I want versus the way he wants, that sort of thing. Or you can use something by Stephen Stoker as well. He also has a chemistry essentials or something for a physical textbook. You're not going to need anything for the lab because that's going to be simulations. So your grade is going to be determined as follows. You'll have 4 exams, which are very clearly not 10% each because I don't know how to do math. Those should really be 7.5% each. So that's 30% overall. You'll have a final exam for 20%, homework and quizzes for 30%, and then lab sims for 20%. Grade breakdown as follows, roughly 11% per grade, though I may change that depending. I don't want anyone to fail, but it's kind of hard to fail the class, but we'll see how that goes. Here you can see the order of topics that we're going to be doing, as well as the corresponding chapters for the Simplifying Chemistry textbook. And you can see our exam dates are going to be here roughly every 3 weeks or so. We're going to have our final exam on May 10th. So with homework, you're going to probably get 1 or so per chapter, and those are going to be due on Sundays. I'll be potentially giving you random quizzes throughout the semester. You'll have a couple of days to work on those as well. Same thing with lab stuff. We'll be using simulations. Those are going to be free for us through Canvas, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll go through those later. For homework, you're either going to have worksheets or questions from a textbook that I'll give to you. It's not necessarily from Simplifying Chemistry. These may be just questions that I will give you. If you really don't want, there is no required textbook whatsoever. I will always give you everything you need. A textbook is more of kind of an additional resource that you can use for more practice or for other ways of explaining the same content. With these, you're going to want to print them out and complete them. Generally, you'll either do that on the worksheet itself or on a separate sheet of paper. You're going to show as much work as possible. Some things, of course, you don't need work because it's like, which of these is, a larger atom or whatever. You can just say, oh, okay, calcium's a bigger atom because it's, blah, blah, blah. Easy. You don't have to do work for that necessarily. However, problems that do require work, you should be showing it. No work, no credit. That's kind of the idea here for problems that would require work. Just because this is online and I have, quite a few of you as students, I'm not going to be able to give you individual feedback on your homeworks just because I can't print them out and then write on them and rescan them and then email them all to you. That's just going to take way too much time. So if there really is a question about why you got a particular grade on a homework assignment, I can talk to you privately about that and we can go over that. But generally, I'll be looking at a few particular questions and then the rest will be for completion. So that's kind of how I'm going to be grading the homework. I will be putting full answer keys up, though, for you to look at, and that's where you're going to be able to kind of take a look at the answer key as well as what you did, compare them and see, did you get this right, did you get it wrong, why did you get it wrong if necessary, and how you can see how to do it correctly. Alrighty, so we're also going to potentially have quizzes through Canvas. We'll go over those if needed. For late work, I do accept it if I do not post the answer key already. So if the answer key is not up, you can still submit stuff for partial credit. However, as soon as I post the answer key, which is usually a day or two after the due date, then you can't submit it anymore. Okay? Let's see. Exams. Your exams are going to be multiple choice through Canvas. We'll go over those closer to the exam date. If you scroll back up, you can see the exams in bold. Those are going to be on Mondays. So it's going to be that first day that you see there. So, for example, your first exam is on February 8th. So exams are going to be on Mondays. And you're going to have all day to do those exams. So they'll open at midnight on Monday, and they will close at 11:59 on Monday. So you'll have 23 hours and 59 minutes to do those. Last thing, be nice to each other. I'm usually pretty responsive. I'm on Discord almost all the time. That's going to be your best way to reach me. I try to say, if I haven't responded within 24 hours, go ahead and try again. But otherwise, I'll get to you when I have the time. Generally, though, that is pretty fast, but I do not guarantee, I'll immediately respond, especially if it's like 3 in the morning. There's some college policies here. You guys have to participate every week. That's going to be on Discord. I'll be putting prompts for you guys to answer. The first one I'll go over in just a little bit. Actually, we'll do that on the first day of class, so we'll worry about that later. And then if you're kind of absent, if you haven't turned in any work or haven't said anything for 2 weeks, I am supposed to drop you for that reason as well. I will try and reach out to you if I notice, hey, you're not doing anything, and, I will talk to you before I drop you, just so you know. There's some learning outcomes here you can read. Here are our important dates. So January 29th is the first day or last day to get a refund and not get a W. 31st, well, you'll not get a refund, but you will not get a W either. And then March 26th is the last day to drop with a W. And if we look at our schedule here, that's going to be after our third exam. So that's kind of going to be the point where you're going to have to make the decision whether to stay in the class or not. Okay, where were we? Plagiarism, don't cheat. Please, please, please don't. If you're working on a homework assignment with, a friend or whatever, make sure that your stuff is not completely identical. If it's a something you're supposed to write a few sentences on, make sure those are not verbatim. You can use your own words. Even if you're, copying and changing the words, that's still going to help you better than just copying directly. So, I have the rights to give you a 0 or fail you from the course if I suspect cheating. I really don't want to have to deal with that. Cheating makes it uncomfortable for everybody. It's best just not to do it. The only way to really fail the class, in my opinion, is to cheat. So don't do it. Alrighty. So that's our class information there. If you have questions, I recommend you put them in Discord, or you can go ahead and message me through email or Canvas, but Discord is going to be our faster way to contact me. All right, and with that, I will see you on, I guess, let's see, what is our first day of class? I think it's 19th. I'll see you on the 19th for our first day of chemistry.